Okay, so a little bit earlier in the program, we talked about poor eating habits. We learned how to avoid binge eating, and we even covered the ever so tempting comfort foods.
That's right. But today, we're in the Delmarva Life Kitchen, hopefully learning a few good eating habits with a healthy and delicious dessert. Joining us today is Chef Jordan Lloyd, executive chef and owner of Bartlett Inn in Easton. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what are you going to help us make?
So we are making a healthy dessert, which it does exist. We are using almond milk, and we're going to sweeten it with a little bit of honey, and we're creating a Panna Cotta.
Okay.
So it's basically like a Jello almost.
Okay, so what else in it?
We're going to be using almond milk, a bit of honey, some fresh vanilla bean.
Okay.
If you can't get vanilla bean, I mean, you can get it at the store, but it's not always accessible. You can use a little vanilla extract.
Okay.
And then just some fresh fruits.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Start me up. Tell me, what do I do?
Should we
What
do
I
it? Okay, so let's add half of our almond milk into
of
the
this?
warm pot. It's warm, so it
warmed
might
it up.
steam up a
Okay.
bit. Yep. We're going to add half of our almond milk.
There's half.
That's perfect.
Ish.
Add how much honey you would like. So
I might as well just go ahead and break the bottle in
each tablespoon has about 60 calories.
Okay.
My recipe calls for 3 tablespoons, but it's good for 4 or 6 people.
How was that?
That's
I
perfect.
think that was about
So we're
18,
splitting
but-
up the calories among our family.
Well, and it's 100% natural calories, which
Yeah.
that's what I'm a big fan of.
Yes.
Calories are great for us, but they have to be natural from Mother Earth. Like that's
Right.
really important. As long as we're cooking and eating from the
got it all
dirt,
over me.
then we're great.
Jimmy's eating from his fingers.
What we're going to do to set this panna cotta is use these beautiful gelatin leaves. I even
Oh,
like the
really?
design in those.
They're
They're kind of
pretty.
fun. But you have to bloom it first.
Okay.
Very simple. You put it in cold water. Play with that, Jimmy. That's a
No,
that's
I've been licking my honey.
that's
so
a,
go ahead
that's a
and do
fun
that.
little that's
nice.
fun little gobby mess. Once
what do we
it's
do with
bloomed
that?
in cold water,
Okay.
and as soon as that's bloomed, we're literally just going to set that, squeeze out the water,
Yeah.
set it in our almond milk.
Uh-huh.
We're going to bring that to a boil, bring it to a quick simmer.
Yeah.
While that's going, we're going to get one of these vanilla beans in there and get that flavor. And I fillet this just like a fish.
Ooh,
and we
yeah.
go right down the center of this vanilla bean.
Did you notice he didn't give me the knife?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
normally this would be something he'd have me do, but we don't want my finger
Not
in
today.
the
It's a
panna
little
cotta.
tricky, but it's
It
fairly
is.
easy. The
Yeah.
knife runs right through there, and see all that
Oh, so that's the
beautiful
vanilla.
vanilla bean? That's true vanilla
Oh,
bean.
okay.
And fresh product is always going to be better than extract in anything.
Sure,
But
sure.
have you smelled fresh vanilla bean before?
No.
It's really remarkable. I mean, it is like,
Ooh.
Oh, that is nice.
I mean,
That
it
is
is
nice.
it is so powerful.
Yeah.
And then look, this is all ready to a simmer. And the only reason we just do half the milk is to set your gelatin that much faster.
Okay.
So now that it's come to a simmer, we're going to add the rest.
Right.
This panna cotta is done.
It's done.
Oh, really?
It's done. Well, now we just have to set it, just like
Okay.
Jello.
Right.
Yeah.
So by the time we use our little pitcher and we put it right into our little pot here,
Okay.
we put it in the refrigerator
For how long?
until it's set. 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
1 hour,
Okay.
just like Jello.
Okay.
Nothing to overthink. But it's beautiful, and it's almond milk, and it's honey, and it's vanilla bean, and then we're going to top it with all these fresh fruits.
And that's my job.
That's your job. So
and
I have
you said to cut the berries so we can see the inside of the berries. I really like that. This is a
That's
blackberry
fun.
or
That's a
raspberry?
blackberry. That's
Okay.
a blackberry. And then we have these raspberries here, and just the inside of fruits that, you don't always think
Never even
to
looked at that.
appreciate. Yeah, exactly. They're remarkable. It's gorgeous. It's like a painting inside the
Okay.
fruit.
Oh, I'm going to put one of these in.
And these are star fruit. These are really fun. And you can garnish your little dessert however you want. You can do them in a larger bowl or smaller martini glass. I have some fresh mint leaves and some fresh basil.
Oh, my.
I love basil.
So
with
here's
mint.
what we're going to
Basil with
do.
dessert.
We're
Okay.
going to go ahead and taste this. And while we taste it,
Okay.
you're going to tell us a little bit more about your executive chef team, because we tried to get them to
yeah.
brag on themselves, and they wouldn't do it.
I am easy to brag on those guys. These 2 young men began with me about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Here, I'll set this right here.
Yeah.
And they became the best of friends right away. And they both have remarkable backgrounds. I mean, they're winning national competitions. I mean, Phil is from one of the most elite culinary school in England.
And you got them here.
Yeah, they're on the Eastern
Man.
Shore, and they
can't-
love it. And they don't plan on going anywhere, I hope, for a long time.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Whether it's with the Bartlett Pear or on their own, I 100% support them. Just happy to have such talent on the Eastern Shore. It's really special.
That is so good. Jordan.
Isn't that great?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And it's healthy. It's healthy.
And
It's
it's
good for you.
healthy.
That's
All
right.
right. Thank you
Yeah.
so
Thank you.
much.
Yeah, you're
All right, so
welcome.
we have the fuel for our brains. It's just about time to make our guesses in our search for Stryker.
Okay, first, we need our final clue. Sean.
Well, if you guys don't know your rappers, hopefully you know your novelist. Novelist James Michener modeled his fictional city Potomac after this town. Coming up next, it's the big reveal. Delmarva Life will be right back.